Hi, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. So this is episode 18 of season 3. We are doing this gorgeous design here in episode 18. It's very simple and very easy. All the materials used will be in the description box, so you can check them out. So I've put a needle at each end of my thread, and I went ahead to pick one crystal, 3 seed bead and 1 crystal. And I'm just going to pull it all the way to the middle of the thread. So this is what you should have at the moment. And I'm going to cross thread with 1 seed bead. I'm using light blue and deep blue seed beads. So I'm putting the 2 needles together, and I'll pull the single seed bead all the way down, and this is what you should have, just to make sure the 2 threads are the same. Now, to make my work more tight, I decided to tie one end of the thread on my hand, and I went ahead to pick 1 seed bead, 1 crystal and 3 seed beads. Now I'm going to pass my needle through that crystal I just pointed, just like so, and I'm going to pass it through the seed bead on my right. That's the seed bead I picked. So that's through that seed bead, just like so. So if you got this stage, then you're done. I'm just going to repeat the process till I get to the 6th crystal. I get 6 crystals. So I went ahead to pick 1 seed bead, 1 crystal and 3 seed bead. I'm going to pass my needle through the 3rd crystal, or the crystal on my right. Now I realize the seed bead becomes 3, so I'm going to pass the needle through the 3rd seed bead, just like so. So just watch closely. It's very easy and very simple. Just observe it. So once you get the crystals to be 6, so that's 6, and you realize the seed bead will be 5, so you want the seed bead to be 6 as well, we are just going to cross thread with 1 more seed bead. So you pick on any of the needles and you pass the other needle through towards the opposite direction, and that's cross threading. So I have it like this. Now I'm going to pass the right needle through the right crystal and the left needle through the left crystal. I have 2 crystals now, so that's basically that. The right goes through the right and the left goes through the left crystal, just like so. Once that is done, I'm just going to cross thread with 3 seed bead at a go. So I'm going to pick 3 seed bead. It can be on any of the threads, so 3 seed beads, and I'm going to cross thread with the other needle, just like so, and your work is done. Yeah, basically that. So this is what you should have as the first step. If your work is tight, it will bend a little, so you make sure your work is tight so that it will look a bit circular, half of a circle. So now I'm going to pick 1 crystal on the left, 1 crystal on the right, just like so. I'm going to cross thread with 1 deep blue seed bead. So this is what you should have, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and I'm cross threading with 1 deep blue seed bead. So I picked it on the left needle, and I'm going to pass the right needle through it towards my left. And this is what you should have at this moment. So to repeat the same process, I'm just going to pick one seed bead, one crystal, and 3 seed bead. I'm going to pass my needle through the second crystal, then through the second seed bead, just like so. Now I realize the seed bead is 2, so I just repeated the same process off camera because it's the same thing we did earlier. So I did about 4 off camera, and that's the last one, the 6th one. So you realize we have 6 crystals now. I'm just going to cross thread with one more seed bead, just like so. And here, the left needle goes through the left crystal, the right needle goes through the right crystal. Yeah, so this is how it looks like at this point. I'm just going to make my way to the front 3 seed bead. So I'm just going to make sure my 2 threads are cross threading on those 3 seed beads. So just watch closely. Alright, so once you get to your 2 threads cross threading at the top, you just go ahead and repeat the same process till you get to the length you want. Once I got to the length I want for the first part, I made sure all the 2 threads are meeting at the same place, and I tied a couple of knots and got rid of the excess thread. So that's basically what I'm doing now. Just make sure your 2 threads are at the same place so they can tie them together. So this is how the first part looks like. We are doing a V shape, so I'm going to put 2 needles on my thread, so each end has a needle. It can be from the left or from the right. You can start from the left or the right, but I decided to start from my right. So I went ahead to pick 2 crystals, and I'm going to cross thread with 1 seed bead and repeat the same process we just did. So it's very simple and very easy. Just watch closely and I'm sure you understand. And yeah, if you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe. This episode 18 of season 3. We are left with about 12 more to finish season 3, then we'll move on to season 4. I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss any of the episodes coming your way, so please subscribe and turn on your bell notification so that you'll be notified the moment the next episode is uploaded. And enjoy the video. Once I was done with the main necklace, I went ahead to put needle on each end of a new thread, and I'm just going to pass one end of the needle or one needle through all the 6 seed beads. Then you realize your 2 threads meet at the same place, not really from the same bead but the same place. So that's basically what I'm doing now. Once that was done, I went ahead to pass the 2 needles through the topmost crystal. So I'm passing all the 2 needles through the crystal, and I went ahead to pick I think 10 crystals, blue crystals on the needles. So those are my 10 crystals I just picked. I got rid of the needles, and I went ahead to put 2 stoppers. So this is how it looks like at this moment. I went ahead to put 2 stoppers. This is the locker I'll be using. It's already divided into 2, but when you close it, this is how it looks like, and when you open it, this is how it looks like. So we'll be using each half for each end. I put 2 stoppers. So those are my stoppers. I'm just going to put 2 real quick. That's 2, and you can pick any of the locker, any of the parts. So I'm just going to put it on it. Then I pass my thread back through my stoppers and as many of the crystals as you can. Then I went ahead to press my stoppers very hard and very firmly with my flat nose, and I got rid of the excess thread. And I did the same thing at the other side, so I did that off camera. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like real quick. I did the other end off camera, and guys, this is how it looks like. Very simple, very easy, but very gorgeous and very classy. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification, and I'll see you in episode 19, right? Yeah, episode 19. Bye.